Make it as easy as possible for the customer to choose your business. That's the best way I can say it. Guys, my name is Jack with Nine Solutions. In this video, I'm going to go over how to set up your own Google Ads account so you can start running ads and getting leads by yourself without an agency. An agency can do things that you potentially don't know about, but you can for surely start running Google Ads yourself and captivating the Google's platform and start generating leads for your business. This video is tailored to plumbers. However, if you're any service-based business, you just plug in your information into your ad copy and you can do the same thing, okay? At the end of this video as well, I'm gonna give 3 tips and tricks to actually book more jobs from the calls and lead forms from the leads that you get from Google Ads. But if you stay to the end, that's what you'll get. So let's get started. You're gonna have to set up your own Google Ads account. You can do that just by looking at Google Ads and setting up an account. Make sure to click expert mode when you set up a campaign, and that's how you get a Google Ads account. And then you just set up a new campaign. So let's do that now. New campaign. And I'm not going to explain really in depth of why I do everything. I have a lot of different videos of explaining why I do things, but just to run through this and get it kind of sorted out so you guys can get a whole Google Ads tutorial in a short amount of time, I'm just going to kind of spin through, okay? Objective, you're going to click leads, obviously. Search, always search. And then you don't have to click a goal. You can if you want. I don't. I just wait till the end after I can actually choose myself. Name your campaign. I think I have one like this, so I'm just going to continue. Let's do a start new. Okay. Let's see how slow Google is going to be today. Oh, okay. So bidding, always maximize clicks right away. It drives the most amount of traffic, clicks, and just impressions right away. So you can use all that data to start optimizing. Okay, so that's our goal. We gather as much data as fast as possible so we can actually interpret that data and use it to optimize if needed. Okay, so maximize clicks, we always just set $1 start. I'll show you how to change that and actually figure out a good cost per click to set for maximize clicks. Networks, we always don't use either of these. Quick explanation, I'd rather only show my ads to the highest intent of Google's users, okay? And with these, they're not as high intent as someone who is searching directly on Google for a ad word, okay? So I don't use search, I don't use display. Locations, obviously you want to enter your location. Advanced search, you can either do a radius, so like 20 miles from your home base, or you can just do locations, which I do. So for example, I'm in Sacramento, so I would do Sacramento. Oh, I spelled Sacramento wrong. Sacramento, target, and it shows you the map actually, which is nice. Then just go around and include all the cities that you'd like. And then also a little tip, I exclude the perimeter around, so it just funnels out the small little clicks that come through from those cities that can just potentially not want to use your services because you're too far. So for example, I wouldn't target Rockland. I would come Rockland, exclude, okay? And then I would just do that around the whole perimeter. Just saves a little bit about the budget for clicks that you don't potentially want, okay? So that's locations. Location options, very important. Make sure you guys click on location options. Now target, what Google recommends, I always say the same thing. What Google recommends is that you target people regularly in, or have shown interest in your target locations. Now, this was all good until they said shown interest in your target locations. You don't want this, okay? Click presence, you want to target people in or regularly in your target locations. And then exclude, you can keep this works. Languages, obviously English if you're wanting to target English. Audiences, we don't use audiences, we just use keywords. Ad rotation, this is just keep this as it is, it works the best. Google knows what it's doing. Start and end dates, say you just want to test it for a week, for a month, and you don't want to spend anything else. Put in what you like. Ad schedule, do not run your ads if you cannot answer calls, okay? If you're not open 24/7, do not run your ads 24/7. You might think, oh, I can just get lead gen forms and respond to them in the morning. No, okay? People fill out lead gen forms and just go to the next company right away. So it's just like a phone call. If you don't answer a lead gen form within like an hour or 30 minutes, they're just going to go on to the next one, okay? So same with calls. You know, you don't want to waste, Google's expensive. You don't want to waste those calls, okay? Campaign URL, dynamic, we don't use any of this. Next, keywords and ads. This is your bread and butter. So if you have a website, you can scan it. This really doesn't do anything for right here. So this section is just kind of setting up your own, your first ad group. So once you get past this, you can actually see everything and then change and format how you'd like. So I kind of just get past this and then I build out the campaign. So what I do is I just put in, let's just say plumber. I'm just going to spit out some relevant keywords. We're not going to use all of them, obviously, because if we let Google do everything, then we have some problems. So for example, you don't, I'm guessing this is a Kohler Plumbing. This is a brand. You don't really want to target brands unless they're really dominating your area. But I won't get more into that. A plumber cost per hour. See this is information based. I don't usually target information based keywords. They just convert a little bit lower. If you have no search volume in your area, then you can. But for now, I don't target them. But this is just what I would do. Put in that so we can get past this section. And I'll go more into detail about all this. Actually, right now I can go into keywords. So broad match, this is what broad match looks like. There is no parentheses or brackets. Okay, so broad, I will put up a diagram right here of the broad for Google's description of broad, phrase, and then exact. We only use exact and phrase. So what broad is it's gonna target and it's going to show your ads to people with a search that is not exactly to what they're searching for. Okay, so for example, if you had a keyword plumber, okay, and you had broad on, okay, so it was a broad word, broad keyword plumber. Okay, a lot of different things could pop up if someone searched. There's so much that broad can show up for and trigger that you don't necessarily want to use them unless the search volume in your area is so low. Okay, we never use broad. If there's no search volume, like I just said, we test it just to gather some search terms and see what people are actually searching for, so we can maybe add those keywords. But we don't use broad. Okay, phrase match, exact match, golden. Okay, that's what we use, and this is how you make them phrase or exact. So you would come here, you would just do this. Now you have a phrase. Boom. And then for exact, you would just do brackets. Okay. So that's keywords. And now you're in your ads. Okay. So the number one thing to think about when you're doing your headlines and your ads and your descriptions is just think like the customer. Okay. Number one, you want to show off. You want to give. You want to show something that makes your company unique. Okay, and attracts their attention right away. So this could be an offer. For example, you could do for drain cleaning. You could say $77 drain cleaning. Okay, this would be for a drain cleaning ad group. If you were just doing plumber, you could do $50 off. I'm in Sacramento, so I'm going to use Sacramento, California. $50 off Sacramento plumbing. Okay, this is a great one. Things to think about, a couple. Always capitalize your words. SPO, always capitalize everything, okay? It just stands out more, okay? It's simple. The second thing, if you can use any different symbols, okay? So for example, $sign. If you can use percentage, such as 100% free estimates, okay? That's a great one. Number one rated Sacramento plumber. That's another great one. So just stand out as much as possible, okay? And skip all the useless information that no one's going to want or need to hear, and just stick to what makes a customer want to choose you. Make it as easy as possible for the customer to choose your business. That's the best way I can say it. So I have a couple here I wrote just so it save time that we use. Same-day services, obviously, you guys know, insane with plumbing. A lot of people need it, so same-day service available. You could use, and then also you want to have call outs. Okay, tell the customer what you want them to do. Call for a 100% free consultation or estimate. Okay, just tell them what you want to do, or book now for same day service. Really just walk the customer through your process. Okay, so boom, $50 off Sacramento Plumbing. Call for a 100% free estimate. And then you could say something about your crew or something about your business. So like licensed experts, fully licensed and insured. Um, we've been open for 50 years, stuff like that. Okay. Headlines are very important. So really think about what a customer is searching for, and you need to be exactly what they are searching for and what they want. Okay. So that's headlines. Descriptions, same thing. Skip all the useless information. No one cares about random things. Okay. Don't include stupid, unnecessary information in your descriptions. Make it like looking for a plumber in Sacramento, question mark. Call for a 100% free estimate. Book an appointment today. Licensed experts, no hidden fees. Things like this. You could also mention some of your services, your main services only. Okay, the top ones that you know people are searching for. Okay, an agency would know exactly because they can look at. You can look at your too. I'll show you exactly how to look at what the most amount of searches is for a service. Okay. So only include the most important and useful information, even if you don't have as much. But obviously, you want to fill this out in 90/90. Desktop is going to show usually 90 characters. Mobile won't show everything in your descriptions, but if you have desktops on that you want to show up for them, you want to fill this out. Okay. Site links, so important for plumbing. Just like any other service, you could always just do 4 services that you offer. So you could do drain cleaning, you could do water heater installation, you could just do every single your top 4 services that you want to sell for site links. And these are what site links look like. It's just different links that pop up underneath your ad. Okay, so you could take them to a different landing page or a different website page about that service. Okay, so for example, you could have drain cleaning, explain it a little bit. And then what it'll do is if a client can click on drain cleaning, and then it'll take them to a certain page. Okay. So that's site links. Always use site links. They're very useful. The other ones, they can work, but we usually don't use them at all. We've tested everything, but we only use site links. So that's site links, ads, keywords. I think that's everything for that section. Yeah. And I'll have to go back and fill this out. Google's going to want me to before I go on the next step. So make sure you fill it all out before you continue. Okay, budget. I always recommend just start with $50 a day. With plumbing, keywords are definitely more expensive than usual, especially if you're targeting, if you actually do HVAC as well. HVAC is even more expensive, but always just start with 50. That's what I recommend, 50 to 75. And that's even on the low end, okay? Plumbing, you really want to be at like $100 a day. I understand a lot of people can't afford that at first. So you can start with like 50. That's bare minimum. Really what I recommend is 75 to 100 a day, depending on what you want to target. But I would really start with 100. I went from 50 to 100, but 50 is bare minimum. Okay. If you're going under 50, don't even run Google ads yet. Okay. $100 is what you want to be at for plumbing to actually see results and show up for where you want to be and for what you want to show up for. Okay. So that's budget. Just a little explanation on what budget is. It's how much you're going to spend a month for daily. So say you put your daily as $50, let's say $100. $100, okay, you would spend $3,000 a month. Okay. Now, some days it'll be more because there'll be more search volume for those keywords. Some days it'll be less, but it'll average out to $100 a day. Okay. So that's budget. And that's the finish for this section. So I'm going to go back and fill out everything that I need to fill out. And then I will come back and I will show you some more things. Okay. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay. So I am back. First thing you want to do is pause your campaign right here in the top left. Just so it doesn't start just because you're not set up right now. So this is what it's going to look like after you finish that one section. And there's just a lot to do now. So ad groups. Let me explain ad groups as short and simple as possible. I will put up a diagram right here. An ad group is what categorizes your ads and your keywords into certain sections. Okay, so groups. For example, an ad group is different services. So for plumbing, you would have a drain cleaning ad group, and that ad group would have ads only about drain cleaning and keywords only about drain cleaning. So when someone searches up drain cleaning, those keywords trigger those ads. Okay, so it just categorizes everything into certain groups so that you can provide the most information, relevant information to a customer who is searching up something. Okay, so they do this. So for example, if someone's searching up drain cleaning, water heater installation does not show up. Okay, if it does, you're just wasting clicks because someone could possibly click on that ad and it's not about drain cleaning. So you're not giving them, you use ad groups to give the customer the most simple process in finding a company about what they want. Okay, so ad groups, different services, and then also use a plumber. So just have a plumber ad group, so only keywords about plumber. Then also your geo, so where you are, so Sacramento or cities. So you would do Sacramento plumber, you would do Sacramento plumber near me, you would do best Sacramento plumber near me, best Sacramento plumber, things like that. Okay, so ad groups categorizes them. Have as many as you possibly want, but keep it so it's organized. Okay, that's the main thing you want to do. And then also have at least 3 to 5 ads per ad group. Okay, so you can test, always be testing. That's the beautiful thing about Google Ads, is you can always test, A/B test ads and ad copy, and just really see what performs best. So that's that. Once you have data as well, it's going to be so much easier because you can see what's working, what's not, and you can just go from there. But you just got to start. So get your ad group set up. When you do that, you just come here, new ad group, name the ad group, make the ads, and keywords. Okay. So next thing I want to go over is tools and settings. Come planning, keyword planner. Beautiful tool. Okay. Let me actually move this. It's a beautiful tool. So this is where you see actually what to put your cost per click for your maximized clicks. You can see search volume, so what is actually being searched and how much. So let's do plumber. Okay, and let's take out this, and then you want to look in for your city too. So you can come here, come Sacramento, target, take off United States, save, and this is the search volume and the cost for those clicks and keywords in my city. So plumber 1,013. This is all the search volume. This is the competition. This is the low page bid. This is the top of the page bid. So pretty expensive. Emergency plumber is very expensive. Wow, $111. But obviously, you charge more for being an emergency plumber usually. But yeah, so this is where you figure out good keywords and then also what to bid. So what we do for maximized clicks, we just do the average. So 83 plus 99 plus 111 plus 83, 96, and then just divide it. Okay, find the average. And you can always test and slowly increase the cost per click that you want for your maximized clicks. But just start relatively low. In the middle, I would start in the middle. And then just work your way up and see what performs best. So that's that. Let's come here. Landing pages. I'm not going to go over landing pages. I'll have another video if you guys want on how to create high converting landing pages, because they're very important. You need to have conversion tracking and landing pages if you really are serious about this. That's why usually a lot of people hire agencies, because they can't get past the conversion rates and actually how to convert customers other than just their ads. Okay. So landing pages, I'm not going to go over in this video though. Audiences, once you have data, there's a lot you can do. This will load. This will just show there's gender, some demographics. Is it going to load? Come on now. Show you the age. So just some things like this will pop up once data starts coming in. Locations, you can see where searches are coming from. You can exclude if they're not performing well after a while. Devices, very important. Always downbid tablets. I don't know why I always say this, but tablets are so bad quality for their search volume and the quality of their searches. So always come here, go like this, come decrease 100% to tablets. It's just what you do. It's the Google Ads way. You just come here and you downbid 100% tablets. And as you'll see, mobile phones is the highest quality, but you still want computers for their search volume. And you can always just slowly increase mobile phones. But that's devices. What else is there? Once you can see, once data starts coming in, you can see your search terms, what you're popping up for. You can see what your competitors are bidding, how high they are on the search impression results. You can see, what else can you see? Negative keywords. You need to have negative keywords. So you know what keywords are now. What someone searches will pop up. Negative keywords are the opposite. So when someone searches up, your ads will not pop up. So for example, depending on your business model, a lot of my clients are not cheap, because Google Ads, you can't really be cheap customer. You can't be a cheap company if you really want to be in business and run Google Ads. So a lot of them, they ask me to take off cheap keywords, obviously. So that would be cheap plumbers near me, low cost plumbers near me, free plumbers near me. You would be surprised how many people search free plumbing. Did I already say low cost? Low cost, things like that. Okay. And then there's also information based keywords. So what is a plumber? What does a plumber do? If you have a website, you should have a blog already that would capture this and possibly get those leads from that. You don't want to be really advertising for that. But that's that. That's negative keywords. I think that was everything I wanted to go over. Yeah. So let's get into 3 tips about how to actually convert these clients once they either fill out a lead form or give you a call. Number 1 is, this is obvious, but you want to answer right away. Okay. The longer you wait to either answer a call or a lead form, you're going to miss out. Lead form, you may think people just send it and wait for your response, but no, they are going through every single company usually and filling out lead form submissions and just waiting whoever responds first. Okay. So if you can respond right away, or even give them a call, because you usually have a number on there, you're going to win that at a lot higher. Okay. The chances of you winning that and booking that job are a lot higher. Same with calls. If you don't answer a call and you wait 30 minutes instead of 10 minutes, you're going to have a lot higher percentage. This is obvious, but a lot of people don't understand how important it is to answer very quickly. Okay. Number 2, depending on where you are in business, if you have a sales team or you're doing your calls yourself, you're an owner operator, have objections ready to very common, have responses to objections. Okay. Very common objections, such as, oh, wow, I didn't expect that to be that much. Let me give my wife a call. Okay. We hear it all. I used to own a junk removal company myself for 2 years. And I had very common objections, and I would have responses right away. For example, if someone says, let me talk to my wife, just say, quick question is, does your wife make the decisions, or I could speak to her and explain a little bit about how it works. That worked. It's really a psychological thing there. You can also say, really just ask them, be honest, be like, so I'm understanding that there's some objections. Is there anything I can clarify? Is it the price? Is it the value? So then they'll tell you, and then you can go from there. Okay. A lot of the times it is price. So then you can really give it one more time and show how you're different and how the price is worth it. Okay. Say you're fully licensed and insured and how you don't want to hire a company that's not. There's a lot of things that you can do to really try your hardest on that phone call and actually give it your all. A lot of people just say, hello, this is how much it'll be. Oh, wow, that's so expensive. No worries. And then they hang up. Okay. And you're never going to hear from them again. So you might as well train your sales team or yourself on common objections and how to respond. And that's really like all I got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do not want to build this whole campaign out yourself and optimize and do everything in landing pages, that's what my company does. I own Nyan Solutions. We run digital marketing for service-based businesses across the United States. I am certified in Google search, obviously, and we do run campaigns like this for different companies across the United States. Like I just mentioned, I'm going in circles now, so I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great day.